What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. In today's video, I'm joined with my buddy Tim. We're going to be talking about how he was able to make $10,000 in his first month cleaning solar panels. I honestly did not even know that this service existed. So hopefully Tim can give us the lowdown on this today. I got Tim here with me now. Tim, how's it going, man?
It's going really good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, bro. Love to have you on and love to be able to share this new kind of service-based business with people. So if you could, Tim, kind of tell us how you were able to discover that this could even potentially be a business for you.
So for me, I was thinking about it for a while because, I'm a painter by trade. It's my first trade. And I've been on roofs. And in California, most people have solar panels. And in my area, I just noticed that they all had like a thin layer of dirt. They just looked really, really dirty. And there was wildfires and all of that. So I decided to ask a friend of mine to let me clean his panels and see if there's any kind of an improvement. Well, after I cleaned them, reported like a 75% increase on the production. So like what happens with the solar panels, at the end of the year, you have to pay a bill. And his bill was lower since we were maintaining, keeping them clean. So after that, I was like, there's value in this. So I think that we might be able to do a little side hustle and see how it goes from there,
Absolutely. And of course, we're friends. So the next thing I kind of want to get into is the advertising aspect of things. So you kind of came to me with this idea and I was like, man, this might be great for the Facebook ad strategy. So if you could, Tim, just kind of shed some light on how the Facebook ad strategy was able to convert for you in this solar panel cleaning venture.
Okay, so like to everybody that doesn't know, like you said, you and I are friends and we've actually ran the ad before for painting stuff. And it generated like an insane amount of leads. And so basically we applied the same strategy for this. And it was like even exponentially more leads than I got with the painting service. And dude, it was insane. I mean, literally we were getting up towards the 7, 8, and one day 20 leads in one day. And with each lead, between $100 and $200.
Right, absolutely. And what we're going to do is I'm going to include some screenshots on the screen from the actual ad. I believe over the course of the month, or maybe it was like 2-3 weeks, it was like $175 in ad spend and about 75 message conversions.
Yeah, I think about 75 message conversions and definitely under $300. I know that. I mean, it was like right about 200. It's been running since, but yeah, at that point, it was about 75 leads on about $179 or so, yeah.
Right, absolutely. So that kind of works out to a little bit over $2 a lead. And what you were kind of telling me was, of course, you're not gonna get every single one of those jobs, but every job that you do get is between about $150 to $200 per job, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you got to put in some work too once the leads come in. It's like
right.
It's just a lead, but I mean, you really got to close the deal,
Absolutely. And there's a whole other aspect that goes into the selling and communication with the customer, as well as those 75 leads. That isn't even all the leads. I'm sure you were getting comments on the post about how much does this cost, things of that nature, right, Tim?
Oh, the engagement was the engagement's incredible. I could actually look it up. Well, I'll send you some screenshots with the engagement and the numbers and stuff, but the engagement was through the roof. Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. So the Facebook ad strategy worked for solar panel cleaning. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the first link in the comment section and the description to kind of see how we were able to scale. And really, this can be applied to any service-based business. So if you have a service-based business, you're looking to get more leads, check that out. But back to the solar panel cleaning itself, how long does it take to actually do a job, Tim?
I guess on average, you're looking at between 10 and 20 panels per house. Now, some do have 30, 40, upwards of like 50 to 60. But on average, it's 10 to 20 panels. And generally, it will take you from hopping out of the truck to getting back in the truck about an hour for a job. In certain instances, you can get in and out of there in 30 minutes because it's a single-story house, depending on the type of material that the roof is. Because out here, we have like tile, Spanish tile, concrete tile, there's asphalt roof, so there's a lot of different ones, and some are easier to walk around on and to navigate than others. So but really, I would say we haven't had any jobs last longer than 1 hour, and that's like from jumping out of the truck to jumping back in.
Right, which is incredible, like considering we have relatively cheap leads. Each job is a good amount of money, $150 to $200, and then the jobs don't even take as long as what other service businesses would take. But what was your biggest learning curve, Tim, throughout the whole process of trying to, figure out this business?
I think scheduling, because I'm used to like with my paint business, I book a job. We're there for anywhere from 3 to 7 days, typically on most jobs. Whereas this particular service is you're talking 4 to 6 jobs per day. Definitely a contrast between the type of scheduling I'm used to, because I'm like I just said, it's and then it's travel time in between jobs. So I think the hardest thing for me was to try and bundle jobs together, like where I live, where there's several towns around us. So like if I had to go south to Modesto, I would try to get all my Modesto jobs together, and that way I'm not wasting money on gas. Because if you're just willy-nilly booking them all throughout the week and then you're like driving past a house and then you have to come back later, I don't know. So that was kind of the learning curve for me, was trying to get the scheduling group together with like a cluster in a certain city. That way I'm not driving back and forth between cities.
Right. So logistics was probably one of the most difficult pieces, and very much understandable. When you're doing that many jobs, it's hard to keep track of all the clients, not to mention where everyone lives. You don't want to waste time. You don't want to waste money on gas, like you were saying. So a very powerful tool that can help you guys out with that is a CRM. I actually have a 2-week free CRM trial down in the comment section description. So go check that out if you need help keeping up with clients, scheduling out jobs, sending out invoices, things of that nature. Because another thing with this service business is it can be done on a recurring basis, right, Tim? You could probably do this every 3 months if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we had a good about dozen of those clients actually reschedule us to come back in 6 months. And several of those clients actually wanted to do tri-yearly. So we'll be coming back in about 3 months. So every 3 months for a few of them, which is cool. And then what we did was we actually knocked the price down for a maintenance cleaning. So the initial cleaning, we charge them a premium. Then after, if they want to reschedule maintenance cleanings, we knock the price down about 15-20%.
Right. Excellent. So definitely a CRM would be great for this type of business. But what type of equipment do we need, Tim, to do something like this?
Okay, first and foremost, you need a water filtration system, because you're dealing with glass and you never really know what type of water you're dealing with. You could always check ahead of time. But for us, we decided to just go ahead and get a DI system. Now you can use reverse osmosis. I'm not going to go too far into it, but reverse osmosis and DI is probably the best bet. Like a 4-stage system, because you want to have pure water. That way, when you're spraying the glass, you don't jeopardize having like mineral deposits on the glass and creating like a residue, because then you can get into issues where you're voiding other people's warranties. So just make sure you're using pure water. Now they have water-fed poles, which allow you to kind of do a lot of the work from the ground. However, some of those poles are like $1,000 to $2,000 a piece. But basically what we're using is some basic like car washing tools, and just getting up on the roof and hosing it down with you got to make sure you use new hoses too, because you're using your old garden hose from your house. There's going to be mineral deposits and scaling happening inside of the hose. And what happens there is you end up, running clean water through a dirty hose, and then, you're going to get mineral deposits anyways. So, and then on top of that, it's pretty basic tools, but, some brushes, some good water hoses, and, you need a lot of ladders and stuff for sure.
So it sounds like it's a little bit more complicated than just simply getting up on the roof and spraying a little water on it, huh?
A little bit, not too much, but, with everything has like its technique, and everything has like little bugs you got to work out.
Right, because of course, those solar panels are a big investment for the customer. The last thing you want to do is damage them to any type of extent. So is there any type of upsell that we can offer with this service as well, Tim?
Yeah, actually. So I guess the obvious one is gutter cleaning and like roof cleaning, because you run into a lot of roofs with algae on them. And we've had a few customers ask us about that. We're not really equipped, or it's not really in our scope of know-how, but maybe in the future we'll start getting into something like that. And also like pest removal. For instance, out here we have a lot of pigeons, and the 2-story houses attract the pigeons, and they'll live underneath the solar panel. So a lot of people have issues, and they want us to put like chicken wire or some kind of barrier around the outside of the solar panel so they can't climb underneath. But on top of that, there's skylight cleaning you can do. You can hang Christmas lights, and anything that people typically don't want to do that requires getting onto a roof, you could pretty much do.
Sounds like we got some great upsells, Tim. Sounds like a really great service, all in all. As long as you got the lead flow, pretty high turnover with these. They're pretty quick, good profit margins. So I want to do some more videos with you. Obviously, you're going to continue doing this kind of work. So if you guys have any questions for Tim, anything about the solar panel business, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below, and we will try to address those the next time that we hop on here and do one of these. However, Tim, every guest that comes on to the show has to pick the word of the day. So what would you like the word of the day to be?
Solar wash.
All right. The word of the day will be solar wash. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment down below solar wash, and I'll hashtag you a real one. If you guys want to learn more about solar panel cleanings in detail, I'm going to go and leave a link to a couple of Tim's channels down below. He's going to be doing some valuable content on that. So go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. But my name is Justin, Forever Self-Employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.